Hi everyone, and welcome to Facebook Live. I am Josie Badger, and I'm the campaign manager for the hashtag I Want to Work campaign. And we are sitting in a library in the Hill District, and I'm accompanied by Mr. John Denny, who is trying to introduce himself.
Thank you, Josie, and I'm excited to be up here too in the Hill District at the library because I just learned we're only blocks away from where they film Fences, and I think I'm going to go see the house after we're done here. I'm John Denny, Denny Civic Solutions. We work with Josie in the I Want to Work campaign, helping develop and support the civic campaign that Josie runs.
So, one of the big parts about our campaign is working on legislation, which means that we work directly with legislators to get bills passed. And there's a lot of stuff that I did not have any idea about whenever I got started. So we're going to talk about what it means to write a bill and get a bill passed. And so my expert here is going to tell you a little bit about writing a bill.
Don't let her fool you, she's the expert. I'm the support staff to her oftentimes. But at any rate, I'm going to tell you two ways. The real way and then the way that we have worked it to make sure that it gets passed. If you recall way back in the 1970s, they had the I'm a Bill. She doesn't know, but that cartoon on Saturday mornings, I want to be a Bill. Well, the way, if you just think of it that way, the way a bill is written and passed and what it has to go through is you find a legislator who's passionate about your issue, you work with them to draft the legislation, they introduce it, they get a lot of their members to sign on to support it as sponsors or co-sponsors. It has to go through a committee, so if it is an issue that we were working on, which deals with labor, it goes to the Labor and Industry Committee. Then it has to go to the Appropriations Committee, which is the committee that determines how much it will cost and whether or not it is feasible, right? And then once it passes there, it goes to the full House for a vote. If the House votes in favor of it, it then goes over to the other chamber, the Senate, right? Senate votes for it, it passes there, then it's off to the governor to be signed, and then it becomes law. That's how it really works.
Yes. So, that sounds really complicated, and it is. But how can an individual get involved in affecting that process?
It's really important to pass a bill that you actually have a really good idea, a good product, and I'll get into that in a second, and a lot of support from individuals who help to build coalitions like we did here. What the I Want to Work campaign did under your leadership was they actually first developed what we like to call as a product, because we viewed our legislators as our customers. They were our customers, and so we developed in collaboration a product that was so well researched, so well defined, so well packaged, and so well priced that the legislators wanted to buy this. And so what ended up happening was we built a large coalition of different organizations and groups who supported that product. And that product was, let's make sure that teenagers, while they're still in high school, who have a disability, right, can actually get paid integrated summer after school employment while they're still in school, because we know that makes all the sense in the world for future employment. So once we developed that product, it was very easy to get a lot of buy-in, and well, I shouldn't say easy. That was not the case. It was ready to be bought.
Yes.
And we sold it well, and we found that we marketed very well, and we got a lot of support from the legislature.
So really, as you as our audience, all of you have the ability to influence legislation by working together, talking to your legislators. And I know that can sound kind of scary, and to be honest, my heart still races when I talk to legislators. So what is your role, or anyone's role, when they go into the Capitol to talk to their legislators about something they're passionate about?
Well, I might even flip it, this question, and ask it to you, because Josie, You have been unbelievably successful in gaining the support from so many legislators because of your passion on the issue. Why don't you share some of the stories that we've done when we go into the Capitol and meet with some of the legislators?
Sure. So as I said, I think I was really nervous when I would go. And so initially, I went in with my little checklist of what I wanted to talk about, and I realized that made it worse. Like, yes, you have key points of, I want to talk about this and this. But what really made the difference was when I talked about my life, or talked about lives of my friends, and why this mattered to me and should matter to them. And so, yes, you want to talk about the numbers, the data that support the bill, what the bill is about. But it's really about that connection, that relationship that makes a difference and makes it real for those people.
The other thing that you did very wisely, I thought, in the campaign was not only did you go in and meet with legislators who maybe didn't represent you, that they were from a different part of the state, but you were able to either bring somebody from their district with you that had the same issue or was passionate about it, and or you were able to relate statistics and stories that impact that legislator's specific district. And I think that was very wise.
So, as we wrap this up, are there any last tidbits that you would like to share with our wonderful Facebook audience?
I would say that it's important we all get engaged. It's important now more than ever that we get engaged in the process of advancing good public policy. And really, legislators want to hear from us. They want to hear our ideas and our thoughts. Maybe they won't always be supportive, but by and large, they really do respect when we come to them.
Yes. So, you can make a change. You can get involved. We ask you, if you are passionate about something, don't just think about it. Don't just sit at home and worry. Make the difference. Go in and talk to your legislators. And, a year and a half ago, I would have never thought that we would have a bill passed, and we do, and we're working on number 2. So, if we can do it, you can too.
And it only takes 30 tweets to get their attention.
30 tweets. So, thank you guys. And if you have questions, we'll do a follow-up so we can answer any questions. So, have a lovely Saturday.
Thanks, Josie.